can't believe how good that is. I just got my hair cut and I'm really excited about it. Hi everyone, my name is Jennifer and welcome to Best Kept Plans. Today's video is going to be a look at the books that I want to read in May 2023. If you're interested in seeing that, please stick around. As I said in my introduction, this video is going to be focused on my May TBR. Super pumped about some of the books that I have on my TBR list for this month. I have what I consider to be a little bit of a longer TBR this month. I also did that in April and it worked out okay. So I'm hoping that it works out okay for May as well. I definitely started out the year with shorter TBRs and I found that I like shorter TBRs. It makes it much more feasible that I'm going to get to all the books on my TBR. It also allows me to mood read in between books that I've put on my TBR, which I really, really like because I tend to be a mood reader. So I'm very excited to talk about some of these books. A bunch of them I don't actually own, but several of them I do. The first is going to be the book of poetry that I'm going to read this month. That's a goal that I have for myself. I want to read one book of poetry every month of the year. And for May, the book is going to be All Along You Were Blooming by Harper Nichols. I just fell in love with the cover of this book. I think it's so pretty. It's perfect for the May flower vibes that tend to go on this month. So really pumped about that one. The next is going to be the mystery thriller style book that I'll be reading this month. Just like I want to read one book of poetry every month, I do also want to read one mystery thriller style book. And for May, I decided to go with Rock, Paper, Scissors by Allice Feeney. I have heard nothing but great things about this book. I hear that the twist is something that nobody sees coming. And I've been reading a lot more mystery thrillers this year beyond just the one book every month. And I've been really enjoying mystery thrillers, but I've been kind of guessing and getting the endings on a lot of them. So I'm really hoping that this one gets me. Yeah, really hoping this one gets me. Next, I want to talk about a new release, which I'm really excited for. This is definitely one of my most anticipated books of 2023, and that's Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. I pre-ordered this. I can't wait to get it. I'm going to want to grab it and dive into it the second I get it. I love her book so much, and I'm very excited for this one. So the next book on my TBR is one that I got off of NetGalley. It is an ARC and it is called Mismatched. I haven't been leaning into a bunch of romance so far this year, but this one looked fun and I'm excited to give it a read. The next book on my TBR is one I'm really excited about, actually. I've been getting into fantasy this year. I finished the ACOTAR series in April, and I kind of really wanted to dive right into another fantasy, but I held off. And this month, I really want to read Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I've heard really great things about this duology. I did not read the Shadow and Bone trilogy, but I've heard you don't need to before reading this book. And if I really like this one, I might end up wanting to jump right into Crooked Kingdom. So that's, again, part of why I kind of like keeping my TBR a little bit shorter. That way, if I really get into a book and it's a series, I can kind of keep going with that series. The next book on my TBR is another ARC from NetGalley, and the title of this one and the cover of this one is what really got me, and that's A Love Catastrophe. I just feel like the cover is really cute. I like the title a lot. It's, again, another romance. I feel like this is going to be more of like a romance heavy month for me since I've had kind of like light romance months the last 2 months. So that is one I definitely want to get to. And then the next book on my TBR is another new release. This book's actually coming out the same day as Practice Makes Perfect, but I feel like I'm going to try to save this one towards the end of the month, and that's Meet Me at the Lake by Carley Fortune. I did read Every Summer After last year. I enjoyed it, but I'm hoping that this book is a little bit more original with regards to storyline. I felt like Every Summer After was just so similar to Love in Other Words, and I absolutely love Love in Other Words. So I'm really hoping that this book has more of a unique storyline. The last book that's on my TBR this month is actually my Instagram challenge book for this month. Every month I do read one book that was recommended to me by someone on Instagram, and the book that I'm going to be reading for May is A Place A History of Wild Places, which when I looked up the cover to this, I realized that I had seen it around a lot and that it was a cover that like really got my attention and caught my eye. So I'm super, super excited to give this one a read in the month of March. I believe it's a mystery thriller style book. I just said the month of March, didn't I? The month of May. I believe it's a mystery thriller style book, but I'm not 100% sure on that, but the cover is gorgeous, so I'm really excited to read it. And that is going to be it for my TBR for May 2023. I think I've got a really good, fun mixture of books here. Again, hoping to be able to add a few more in here or there. If you've read any of these books and you want to give me your spoiler-free thoughts down below, please don't hesitate to do so in the comments. And as always, everyone, please be safe. Bye-bye.